So I went to Canada's Wonderland, right? It's in Canada. It's just so many kilometers away from where I live in California. That's crazy. Why? Why am I in Canada at the Wonderland? Well, I'm there to eat, dude. I'm there to eat. This is part of a little trip that my girlfriend and I were doing. Started in Ohio to see some family, saw some friends in New York, and now we're in Canada to enjoy Toronto and Canada's Wonderland and to eat food. Hell yeah. We've wanted to hit a couple very specific restaurants in the Toronto area for a while, so that's the move. We passed through Niagara Falls on the way up. It was beautiful. I wanted to hit the Burger King coaster, but we had some dinner reservations that we had to get to down in Fort Erie. Went to Rizzo's House of Parm. Top 5 meals of all time. Absolutely fucking crazy, dude. So good. Drove up to Toronto, hung out, ate a shit ton of food. Next couple days, dude, went to a restaurant called Clams. Outstanding. Look at this crazy ass fish sandwich, dude. Unbelievable. Our plan was to go to Canada's Wonderland on Friday night, so Friday evening after dinner, because they closed at 10 p.m. So I was like, okay, we're going to go get a couple hours, get a little preview, see what it's like, and then we're going to go the next day at opening until about 6 p.m. until we had more dinner reservations later on. I've heard this park gets unbelievably crowded, so I wasn't sure if I should get fast lane or not. And part of the preview day was like, oh, let's see how like fucked it is on a Friday. If it's really bad, then it's probably gonna be worse on Saturday. Rolled up to the park at around 8 o'clock p.m. Sick. We got like 2 hours, dude. Dope. The sun's going down. I'm so excited, man. Gonna be so much good shit here, at least I think. I'm excited for AlpenFury, brand new premier launch coaster. I'm excited for Leviathan, all the B&Ms, Leviathan, Behemoth, and Yukon Striker, and Vortex, the Arrow suspended coaster, and just like everything else. I know they just have a ton of shit here in general. Excited to check it out. First time ever being here. First time in Canada in my life, dude. So sick. My heart right now, it's racing at like 100 kilometers an hour, dude. It's crazy. I'm so excited. That's 103 beats per minute for my American audience. At the entrance, dude, Leviathan's right there. So sick, man. So sick. Immediately over to Leviathan after going through the entrance. The wait time was advertised at like 50 kilometers, 50 minutes. You know, I'm like, that's pretty long, but I'm here. I'm locked in. I'm ready to go, dude. Hell yeah. B&M Giga Coaster, 300 plus feet in the air. So excited, man. We waited probably 25 minutes. There was absolutely no way that line was only 50 minutes, dude. We weren't even halfway through the line, waiting about 25, 30 minutes. It broke down. It broke down while we were in line, and we waited probably 5-10 more minutes, but like the train was stopped on the lift hill and there were riders on there, and I was like, oh shit, they're gonna have to evac it. Let's get out of here. We're running out of time. Walked past AlpenFury. AlpenFury was like a 2 hour and 20 minute wait, but the queue was going to close early at 9 p.m. So we decided to skip it, and we were going to do it the next day with Fastlane. Yeah, like, okay, we're definitely getting Fastlane because like the park is so fucked. It's so crowded. Absolutely want to get Fastlane for tomorrow. So that was the plan. Like, we'll come back and hit AlpenFury with Fastlane. Went over to Behemoth, the park's B&M Hyper, dude. It was advertised 30-minute wait. We waited for about 20 minutes, and then Behemoth broke down. Same shit. Stopped on the lift with people. Damn. This sucks, dude. I was a little frustrated at this point. I was like, are you shitting me? Is this just bad luck? Like, are we cursed? Are we never gonna ride anything? Left the queue for Behemoth. Yukon Striker, the park's B&M dive coaster. I was excited for Yukon Striker. Tallest dive coaster in the world as of now, before the one in Texas gets built. My favorite dive coaster as of now is Griffin at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I'm excited to see if this can top that. It looks amazing. So yeah. I'm also excited to see the baggage system on Yukon Striker. It looks so cool. We hopped in line for Yukon Striker. It was advertised at like a 45-minute wait, which absolutely just like not true. We ended up waiting probably an hour for it, hour and 10 minutes or so, which is pretty annoying. I'm not gonna lie. We got a row 3 ride on Yukon Striker. I'm gonna talk about it a little more in depth later in the video, but all I'm gonna say is Yukon Striker fucking slaps. Such an amazing dive coaster, just a coaster in general. It's so good, massive, so sick, man. Yukon Striker fucks so hard. After that, the park was still open for 15 minutes, so we hustled over to Leviathan because it had reopened. Behemoth didn't reopen, it was still broken. Same as with Yukon Striker. I'm gonna talk about it a little more in depth later in the video, but all I'm gonna say, dude, all I'm gonna say is that Leviathan at night, dude, absolutely ridiculous. The airtime on the 2 camelbacks, absurd, dude. So good. So insanely good. Holy shit. Leviathan slaps so hard. It's so good. It's so good, dude. I love it. I love it so much. Drove back to Toronto, hung out, saw this ad for AlpenFury while I was using the PP machine at this bar we went to. Dude, this has to be a good omen, right? Shawarma, dude. Shout out Shelby's. That shit is so good. The next day, we're gonna try to get there as early as we could. Sipping on my Tim Hortons iced Americano. Shout out Tim Hortons, dude. Rolled up to the park. I'm so excited, dude. It is so packed. Pulling into the parking lot, like, oh my goodness, it's bursting with people, dude. We rolled up at like probably 10:30 in the morning. Park opened at 10, so we're only like 30 minutes late to park open, and it's already just so packed. Entered, got to get our fast lane. The line to get fast lane is unbelievably long. I've paid for it already. I just have to, like, you know, get the wristbands. We talked to this lady. She was like, oh, you just got to get your wristband. You couldn't. And then she, like, sent us over there. Like, oh, go over there to that gift shop. They'll give it to you. We walked over to that gift shop. And then they were like, what are you talking about? We don't have that shit. And then they were like, go over to this gift shop. So then we went over to that gift shop by Leviathan. And then they hooked it up. We got our wristbands. Sick. Ready to go. Well, like, dude, we're right next to Leviathan. We might as well ride that shit, right? Of course we will. Leviathan. The park's B&M Giga Coaster, dude. 1 of 3 in the world. I got 1 ride on it the night before, and that ride was so good. I'm so excited to do it again. Fastlane already being so worth it, dude. Skipping a 45-minute line for Leviathan to pretty much just walk on right now. Since we did it last night in like row 3 or something, today I want to do a row 1. That's what we're gonna do. I front row on these coasters is insane because the wind is nuts, dude. You're going 90 plus miles an hour. Like, gotta get a front row ride. So that's what we did. Waited a little extra for the front, dude. Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland, built by B&M, dude. You Swiss, dude. I love this ride. I love it so much, dude. Climbing up the lift hill, it's wild because you're going up and you're going fast. Like, the lift hill is fast as hell, but you're climbing up for so long. You're like, damn, we're real high up, and then you look, and then you're like, shit, we got more to go. We're still going up. And then you reach the top, and you just see that drop, dude. In the front row, you see the track, and it looks like the track is going like in, and it's like, oh my god, it's getting steeper and steeper. Then you just fall, and you're free falling for approximately 10 years. Like, you're an old man by the time you reach the bottom. You're falling for so long, dude. It is amazing. That first drop is so incredible. It's so good. And in the front, the wind on your face is almost uncomprehendable. You're just like, at least me, like, I'm like struggling to keep my eyes open. The wind is so nuts. The force of the wind, the force of 92 miles per hour to the face with nothing in front of you. You just need to do it yourself to know what it feels like, because there's nothing I can really say here to convey what that shit is like. I guess it's probably what I would imagine standing behind like a turbine engine on an airplane is like. I bet it's pretty much like that, you know, but you're in a seat, so you're secure, so you're not gonna fly back, but that's pretty much what it feels like, I would guess. Fly into the tunnel with the cool eyes, dude, and you burst out of that shit, up, big turn, a crazy positive G's into that tunnel, up into that turn the whole way through, down, and then a little whip left, dude, so fun. You get some airtime kind of coming out of that thing too. Like, it's like sidewaysy lateral airtime, and it's really good. Fly up into this camelback, dude. And I don't know exactly how tall that camelback is, but it is huge. When you go up, it's like, holy shit, I'm going to space right now. And then you crest it, crazy ass airtime, dude. There were no trims on it for this ride. Ridiculous airtime. The strength of the airtime was fucking crazy. So much fun, dude. Flying into your clamshell restraint. Probably the strongest airtime I've ever felt on any B&M Hyper model in my life. Sustained for so long. So much fun, dude. Hit the big turnaround over the front entrance. Turnaround's fine, you know, it's not amazing. I think the coolest thing about this turnaround is like the views you get, because you're like right at the entrance, so there's so many people down there and they look so tiny. It's like, holy shit, you're so high up and you are going so fast. The speed is crazy, dude. Do that little swoopy turn. Again, the sense of speed is out of this world. Fly up into another camelback, same shit, dude. Insane airtime. Borderline terrifying airtime. Almost feels like you can slip out. I know you're not gonna slip out, but it feels like it. We'll turn it the brake run. You just rode Leviathan. Holy shit, man. I love Leviathan. In terms of like overall intensity and forces, it is not the most forceful ride in the world, which is crazy to say because of the scale of it, but it's really not. Like, there's plenty other things out there that are way more forceful than Leviathan. But why I like Leviathan is because it's just so fun, dude. It's so fun, okay? It's so smooth, it's flowy, and it has a few very specific moments of crazy intensity that are like so perfectly spaced out, in my opinion. Like the drop fucks so hard into the tunnel, crazy ass positive G's out of that, and then you're just hauling ass. You're going so fast. You're going faster than an American is running to the Canadian free healthcare store. And then the airtime hills are so massive and they're so perfect, dude. And like I said, like that little whip out of that turn, like you get airtime out of that, absolutely, while you are hauling ass. It's so fun, man. I love Leviathan so much. That's a ride. I could ride that all day. I could ride that 100 times in a row and have a blast every time, and it would never feel like too much. So much fun, dude. Pure fun. Also, the trains look so sick. They go so hard, dude. The statue in the front, so hard. It looks so cool. All of it is just like the perfect amount of like, you know, like intimidating, but also so fun at the same time. And I know there's gonna be plenty of fuckers in the comments, whatever. Oh, it's like, it's so short. Fury 325 is better. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever, dude. Okay. Leviathan still goes so hard and slaps so hard. It's so good, dude. Come on. You're dropping 300 feet to the ground? Like, what? Come on, man. That's crazy. Like, take like the stick. You know the stick that you have? It's like all jagged and sharp and it's like up your ass right now. Like, take it out. It's probably gonna bleed a little bit, but take it out and like have fun. Please, dude. And for the record, I still want to do Fury so bad. I'm sure it's spectacular. No hate to Fury whatsoever. Leviathan goes so hard. I wish I had that statue like that inside my home. After Leviathan, my girlfriend saw this fucked up spinny flat ride that she really wanted to do. I'm not doing that. So we split up. I was gonna go ride some coasters. Next up for me, Dragonfire, the park's Aero Looper, dude. 1981. I'm like medium excited for this. I don't know. I like a good Aero Looper. And it's like, I'm here. Let's do it. I rolled up, no fast lane. So that kind of sucks. But the line was very short. And they're running 2 trains, so let's do it. Let's knock it out. Waited and kept waiting and kept waiting. I don't know what the ops were doing, but I swear it took 10 minutes to send out every train, dude. So I ended up waiting about 30 minutes for this ride, even though it was only a 3-train wait. Also, someone dropped their chancla on the station. I think that added to the slow operations. It's okay though. I got like towards the back, second to last row. I'm excited, it looks cool. Strap in. It was an aero looper, the double loops and then the double corkscrew. It was smooth, honestly. It was much smoother than I thought it was going to be. I think overall, Demon at California's Great America does it better for me. The loops are more intense, but like this ride is still fun, I'm glad I did it, but it's absolutely a one and done for me. Up next, Vortex, the park's aero suspended coaster. I'm excited for this. I've heard it is outrageously intense suspended coaster. I enjoy a good suspended coaster. I like Ninja at Magic Mountain. I like the Bat at Kings Island a lot. They're fun and like weird rides that are like crazy forceful for no reason. So I'm excited to try Vortex. I've only heard good things about this ride. Fast lane queue was like 15 minutes. Let's go, dude. It's so worth it right now to have gotten fast lane for our day at Canada's Wonderland. The standby line was 40 minutes for Vortex. We got back row on Vortex. I'm excited, dude. One thing I noticed as soon as I sat down, for some reason, I don't know, sat down. Okay. I got a bony ass. My ass is bony. There's not much meat there. It's bony. Sat down and it is like the way the seats were, like my bones in the ass were like digging into the seat and it hurt. It hurt, right? So I was like, shit, I'm trying to find like a more comfortable position, get more meat on there. I gotta do more squats, dude. Come on. I'm not gonna lie. I could not enjoy Vortex on that ride because my ass bones were digging in. It was painful. It was extremely painful the whole way through, and it wasn't because the ride was like rough or anything. It was literally just because of how my body was shaped in the seat, and it just hurt really bad. It was unbelievably intense, though. Holy shit. You can ride with your bags on Vortex, or I should say, like, they force you to ride with your bags on Vortex. And I accidentally hit record on my GoPro and put it in my bag. I thought I was recording a bunch of stuff on the station, but I wasn't. And then when I thought I stopped recording, I actually started recording. Whatever, I put it in my bag and I captured the audio from our ride, and I thought it was funny.
I was
That was a lot. My butt hurts. My butt bones are like, oh. That was painful for me. Yeah. I knew I wasn't being fair to Vortex by disliking it after that ride because I knew it was probably how I was sitting. I just needed to give it another shot. Maybe come back later, try to find a better sitting position for myself. So that's what we did. We ended up coming back later. I'll talk about it a little more when that comes around. After Vortex, we were going to hit Wonder Mountain's Guardian, but the line was out of the entrance down the walkway there. Wanted to prioritize fast lane stuff first, so we skipped it. We're a little hungry, a little thirsty. Hit Tim Hortons, dude. Shout out Tim Hortons again. I got more coffee. We each got this little club sandwich. It was like fine, it was solid. It's like not that expensive, so like I'm not expecting it to be fantastic, but it was solid. We both agreed it was like good. Like fuck yeah. Shout out Tim Hortons, dude. It's pretty cool. They have a replica of Niagara Falls, or I mean, they have actual Niagara Falls here, where it's at Niagara Falls. It was cool. After this, Behemoth time, dude. I'm excited to get a ride on Behemoth, the B&M Hyper. We tried the previous night, but it broke down. Couldn't do it. Fast lane was like a 10-minute wait. Let's go, dude. My girlfriend wanted to get front row, so that's what we did. Front row on Behemoth. I'm excited. I've heard a lot of very good things about this ride. It's a big dog, dude. 230 feet, climbing up. So cool. I love the setting over the water. or at least partially over the water, but it looks so cool. First drop, big as hell, dude. First drop's great. Obviously, it doesn't come close to Leviathan's first drop, but it's good. You know, it's fun. You're flying down and you absolutely get that feeling of like, oh shit, I'm free falling many, many meters right now. So many meters free falling to the ground right now, dude. First airtime hill, absolutely outstanding in the front row. You get pushed into it, dude. Amazing. Fly down into the turnaround. It feels pretty much the same as Diamondback's turnaround to me. Fun, dude. I love diving down towards the water. Sick as hell, dude. Trim into the next airtime hill. Dude, every airtime hill is hitting so good. Like, for me at least, was not as strong as the airtime on Leviathan. But there's more of it. There's more of it here, so it's very good. Trim into the next hill. It's fucking still sick, dude. Trim again. Fucking, I don't care, dude. Great airtime again into that hill. Then you fly into the mid-course. The mid-course stopped us pretty hard. Not like a complete stop, but slowed us down pretty good. Going down into this helix. I was curious about this helix. I was like, is it going to be like a crazy blackout type helix? It wasn't. It was not. Good positive G's, but yeah, it was okay. And then weird lateral airtime out of that helix, airtime hill, and then another airtime hill, and then airtime into the brake run, and then you just rode Behemoth, dude. I love B&M Hypers, man. How can you not? They're so fun. Like kind of like I said about Leviathan, like it's not the most intense, wild experience, but it's just so fun. You can just lap it all day if you want. Those B&M trains are so perfect in the restraints. You feel so free, especially on Behemoth. You have like the staggered trains, so like when you're going up into those airtime hills, dude, you can just do like the starfish type shit, you know what I mean? And you're just like, you feel so free. You're floating in the air for so long, and it's absolutely incredible. Yeah, man, Behemoth, solid as hell. So much fun. I think I still might prefer Diamondback and Mako more, but Behemoth's still so good. Like, holy shit. I wish I had Behemoth at my home park. I wish I had any B&M Hyper in my home park, dude. Right back around. I wanted to get a ride towards the back, so that's what I did, dude. I got like, not totally towards the back because the grouper was kind of like, oh, can you just go there? I was like, yeah, that's okay, that's fine. So I went like, you know, second to last car, close enough. I was excited to see airtime. Like, is it going to be crazy? Is it going to be nuts? Is it going to be worse? I don't know what's going to happen, dude. Obviously yanked over that first drop, which was amazing. So sick. But there was a rattle in towards the back. I'm usually not one to complain about a rattle, but this rattle, yeah, it made the ride less enjoyable for me. Absolutely. It was crazy. I could see like the wheel and like, I don't even know what to, wheel carrier, something, I don't know what to call it. I could see the entire thing just shaking the whole time, and I could feel all of that. And I don't know. It wasn't as good as the front row. The front row was perfectly smooth, but the back definitely had a rattle on it that made me not really want to ride it again towards the back, which kind of bummed me out because I was like not expecting that whatsoever. It wasn't awful. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying the ride's rough or anything, but the front row was way, way more enjoyable for me, at least. Yeah, like when you get like a rattle on those steel coasters, the B&Ms like that, it's like metal on metal, and then that's directly into your spine, into your brain. So you just like feel all of that. There's no like give anywhere in the seats or in the trains for that matter. Despite the rattle though, I still love a good B&M Hyper. B&M Hypers are like Jersey Mike's subs, dude. Like, there's better food out there, but like Jersey Mike's, it's like, it's damn good every time, and like providing you with sustenance and enjoyment. And they're you know, they're common. It's a common thing. But instead of sustenance, it's like insanely fun, chill ass airtime. Behemoth is like that like the club sub, you know what I mean? Diamondback and Mako are like that club sub, but you're adding like that cherry pepper relish, dude. It's popping, dude. Zing, little spike spice, dude. You'll kick. Back row on Behemoth is like that Jersey Mike sub, but they put too much fucking juice on it, and you just like let it sit for an hour, so now it's all soggy and shit. You know, it's like still good, but it could be so much better. Behemoth's still goated though. Such a great ride. After that, we're gonna go hit up Backlot Stunt Coaster. It's right there, so might as well do it. My girlfriend loves Backlot Stunt Coaster, so do I. I've gotten to do 2 of them. I'm excited to do another one, dude. We're gonna see how it is. Walked right on. Shout out Fastlane. So sick, dude. I'm not going to go too in depth into this. I have 2 other reviews of this ride on the channel. Crazy ass helix, blackout helix, ridiculously intense for no reason. Much like the one at King's Dominion, we kind of just flew through the show scene. I felt like this one was the roughest I've done of the 3. It wasn't like terrible, like it wasn't rough or uncomfortable, but definitely the jankiest feeling of the 3 that I have done. I think it's still worth a ride. I enjoy those rides. I think they're fun. I think they're cool, unique. Yeah, glad I did it. And it only took out basically 10 minutes of my day. So let's go, dude. After Backlot Stunt Coaster, time to go to Frontier, Canada. Mighty Canadian Mindbuster, dude. Wood coaster. I had no idea that this thing got partially retracked recently. I was ready to get my ass beat. I actually told my girlfriend, I was like, I don't think you should ride this with me. I think you should go do something else because you're going to hate it. I regret that decision. I regret telling her that because I got a row 2. Yo, Mighty Canadian Mindbuster in 2025 is an amazing wooden coaster, dude. I had no idea what to expect. I've never seen a POV of this ride. No idea. Sit down, old PTC trains, goated, you know, plenty of airtime room. I was sitting next to this dude. He was from Japan, and you could absolutely tell he was there solo on a coaster trip, and he was stoked. I was stoked. We both had airtime room. Going up the lift hill. The lift hill is crooked as hell. It's just like, oh no, dude. What's about to happen, dude? Go down the drop, and then in front of me, I see fresh-looking Gravity Group wood. Right in front of me, dude. I see it. And immediately, I'm like, yo, okay. Drop was fine. First airtime hill. Holy shit, dude. Thrown out of my seat into that bar. My entire butt in the air, completely flying under the water slides. Another one, dude. Ass, floating ass. My new friend and I were laughing our asses off. Actually, no. We're laughing our asses up and out of our seat. Surprised pleasantly, though. Pleasantly, I must add. Another one, dude, under the bridge. Crazy ass airtime. Up into the little turnaround. This was funny. We're both just laughing like, oh my God, I can't believe this thing right now. This is crazy, dude. Little drop again. All good. Little airtime again. A little bit. You know, this part, I don't think this part was retracked. It's a little rougher. It's not bad, though. A little less airtime. And then in front of me, I see this helix just like approaching. It's like you see it getting closer and closer, you know, and you're scared because you're like, oh no, we're done with the retract section, and it's a little rougher right now, and we see this helix in front of us, like, oh shit, dude, we're about to slam into each other so hard. We're just going to become an amalgamation of each other's body parts, like any of the monsters in Yahar Ghul. Hit that helix, and goddamn, dude, it was bouncy as hell. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Maybe it's because I was bracing for something far worse, but it was bouncy as hell, and the violent left turn into it was pretty crazy. Kind of like the Beast, but bad and not good. Like the Beast is good, this is bad left turn. It's like not quite uncomfortable. I think I was just kind of bracing and waiting for it to be over, and then it was over. And then you hit the brake run, and then you're done. And you just rode Mighty Canadian Mindbuster. Do not skip that ride when you go to Canada's Wonderland. Mighty Canadian Mindbuster, more like I hope you don't mind me busting because this ride was so good. So much fun. For real, dude. I hope they retract the rest of it, Gravity Group. I hope they do some sick shit, man. I love a wood coaster like that. It's just airtime as hell. flying. It's fun. You know, it's not crazy fast, not crazy intense, but it's just so much fun, man. Absolutely loved it. Up next, Yukon Striker, the park's B&M dive. I rode it once already. We're gonna ride it again. I'm so excited right now, dude. Fast lane, 15-minute wait, outstanding. We got like a row 2 ride. Dude, again, going up that lift hill, it is tall as hell. It's so big. And you're up there, man, you can see everything. You see the mountain right in front of you, and you see the ground when you hang over the drop. It's a lot. It's awesome. It's pretty awesome. It's so far down, dude. Holy shit. And then it releases you in the second and third rows. You get ridiculous airtime flying out of your seat. You just see the tiny-ass tunnel in front of you. Fly into that shit, dude. Into the Immelman. I would say, you know, pretty much every B&M dive starts that way. You know, hang over the drop into the Immelman. Not Oblivion, though. Shout out Alton Towers. This one on Yukon Striker is the most powerful that I think I felt. And I think it's just because of the size, just the sheer size and force that you feel on it. It's just so much energy and power is flying into that tunnel, dude. And you just burst out of it like an eagle, flying and twisting gracefully but forcefully in the air. Awesome. Fly into that weird, zero-G winder thing. Dude, that thing is awesome. That thing is really, really cool, dude. Back right, you get whipped around it like crazy, and it's so weird. Similar feeling to the thing on Valraven, but better. Better because you're higher up in the air, and you kind of take it a little quicker, and it whips you around a little more. That thing kicks ass, dude. Fly down into the vertical loop, and the loop is like perfectly round, positive G's the whole time, and it's nuts, dude. Almost blacking out on that, graying out maybe, I would say. No, not quite blacking out, graying out on that. Force. And then you fly up into this other little Immelman, dude, and this thing like feels way too small. Like it feels like it should be bigger, and in like the outer right seat, dude, the whip out of that is nuts. You get like weird sideways, upside down airtime out of it, and it's amazing. Fly up into the brake run, or mid-course brake run. You just slow down, and like another drop, dude, flying out of your seat, a little airtime, a little floater, a little helix, then you're done. You should ride Yukon Striker, dude. I love Yukon Striker a lot. Favorite dive coaster. I think because of the size and power that it has, and like the shit that it does afterwards it feels unique, and it's really fun. Like the ride is more than just the drop. Like the drop is fantastic and outstanding, but like even after the drop, it's like sick as hell. Really, really fun. So smooth too. No bounciness, no rattliness. Amazing ride. And dude, the operations, that crew, they were killing it, man. Shout out the baggage system. Who came up with that baggage system? Was it Canada's Wonderland? Was it B&M? I know they have the same thing on AlpenFury, but like I'm curious who came up with it. It's so smart and it works so well, for real. Back around for another ride on Yukon Striker. Yes. Got a row 3 ride. Back row's my favorite on dive coasters, I think. You don't get the view, but the airtime is spectacular. After Yukon Striker, we were checking AlpenFury. The queue had not died down, so let's go do something else. What else is there to do here, dude? Obviously, we're going to Flight Deck. The park's SLC, Vekoma SLC, dude. I've heard this ride sucks ass. I did Kong earlier this year. Kong sucked so much ass. I think we're going to see who wins the suck ass award. Who's going to win it? Hopped in line, dude. It was crazy. They had this sign that was like, keep your head back and like remove all ear jewelry, but it was like so run down and rusty, and it was just messed up looking in general. I was like, okay, this is a good sign. A bad sign, I don't know. I'm trying to hate myself. I'm trying to get maximum pain. I'm trying to get major pain right now. Back row, dude. Back row. I was like, oh, should I do like the same thing that I did in the Bay Area? You know, like ride Flight Deck until it makes me want to jump off Niagara Falls? We're gonna see. Back row ride, strapped in. This ride fucking sucks. It sucks so bad, dude. It's so terrible. Like, it's like crazy positive G-forces mixed with the entire train violently jolting in every single direction. No, not jolting, bludgeoning your entire skeletal structure. I don't even want to give it the time of day. Like Canada's Wonderland, like why is it even operating, dude? When I got off the ride, someone on my train, I guess, had kept their earrings in and their entire ear was bleeding everywhere all over the station. One thing I will say though, on an SLC, the thing that gets me every time, and it's still kind of cool, is like the foot chopper into the double corkscrew thing. That scares me every time in a good way. That thing's pretty cool. But the rest of the ride sucks so much ass, dude. Just like pain in every part of your body, like pain in your spine because, you know, it's like metal on metal clanking. So it's just like violent jolts up your entire spine. Pain in your head, in your ears, in your neck because it's just banging everywhere. Pain in your shoulders and collarbones because the restraint sucks so bad that it's just pinching everything down. Pain on your legs because everything is just violently jolting. Your legs are slamming everywhere. That ride sucks. It's so ass. Flight deck at Canada's Wonderland definitely wins the ass suck award, the suck ass award for worst roller coaster I've ever been on. After flight deck, the time has come for AlpenFury. AlpenFury, the park's brand new Premier Rides launch coaster. I've heard many things about this ride. I've heard it's the best ride in Canada, which means that it's the best ride at the park. I'm excited. I'm intrigued. It looks wacky and crazy intense. Like, I don't know, when you're like watching the ride from off-ride, it looks like the train is going way too fast. So I'm excited. Got our lockers, hopped in line. Fast lane was at a 40-minute wait. Hopped in line. Dude, that line was one of the slowest moving lines I've ever waited in, ever. Like, so slow, dude. Just inching, crawling forward. And the standby queue was just crazy long. So packed, man. We ended up waiting about 50 minutes for it, so 10 minutes over what was advertised. Go up into the station. We got assigned second to last row, which is sick. That's like what I wanted to do. I was looking forward to that whip over the weird ass inverted top hat thing. That's what I was looking forward to the most. I know, you know, 9 inversions, looking real twisty and stuff. I know what the ride does. I've seen the POV. Got the sick ass baggage system that Yukon Striker has. I'm also curious about the trains. I hate Premier trains, so I'm excited to see if there's been any improvements. Immediately getting into the train, the material on the seats, it's not like sticky, so it's not like pulling your leg hair out. Same on the restraint itself. So that's a plus so far, and there's no like thing you gotta kind of jump over to get in. So easier to get in and out of already. Not great, but better than before, for sure. No seatbelts, which kicks ass. Put the lap bar down. Okay, when you're sitting down, it feels exactly the same, which was a little bit of a bummer. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm ready. First launch. Okay, the first launch got my ass. I didn't think it was going to be that forceful. Got my ass like goddamn. Dude, flying to the airtime hill, going down into the tunnel. Dude, that airtime hill was crazy, man. Absolutely ejected out of my seat. RMC ejector airtime type shit. I couldn't believe it. Like, oh my God. And from then on, dude, I didn't really know where the fuck I was, dude. Like, you're just in a black hole, but it's a black hole of snow and fire. It's a fiery hole of disorientation and craziness. Flying to that tunnel, dude. The launch in that tunnel is ridiculous. Dude, it is so intense. Pinned down into the back of your seat, dude. You don't even know where you are, and you just see the light and you burst up into the sky, dude. All of that happens so fast and it's so intense, you like can't even comprehend what just happened to you. Fly up into that upside down top hat, and you're upside down and you're sideways and you're out of your seat and you get whipped down it. It's so weird feeling. I will say, I think the upside down top hat was like a little bit of a letdown for me. I thought it was gonna have like crazier whip because that's what it looks like from off-ride. But I mean, it still did. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it was weird. It was more weird and disorienting, if anything. Then you're just flying. You're hauling ass, dude, going so fast. Little floaty, little turns, nice. Cool stall, dude. The stall was fun. You're floating out of your seat, absolutely, dude. And then you go into this. What is it? The earlobe inversion, the backwards treble clef, bass clef. It's like Premier Rides just took one of those clips of like the Disney kids like trying to do the Mickey ears, and then that's the roller coaster element that they went with. I don't know. What is that thing called? I genuinely don't know. And you are just pummeled so hard with positive G's going into that shit. And then you're like sideways and upside down, and then you're out of your seat somehow, and you kind of do a roll. It's so weird, dude. It's so weird and disorienting as hell and so intense, and airtime everywhere. Airtime in places you don't think you're going to get airtime. You're just like surviving what the ride is doing to you, and then you're just out of your seat out of nowhere. Crazy, dude. You go into this, I don't know, what do they call that? Like the weird dog tongue looking thing. Same thing, like just out of your seat. Then you fly into like a 0G roll. It just feels like any little roll, twisty little, another weird little roll. It's flowy. And then airtime, dude, sick. And then the last 0G roll was awesome. Flying out of your seat, and then a little airtime, and then you're into the brake run. You just rode AlpenFury at Canada's Wonderland. After my first ride, I didn't really know how to feel. It hit the brake run. It was crazy intense, and it was smooth. It was so smooth, dude, the whole way through. But I didn't really know how to feel. I don't know. It was a lot. It felt like I didn't know where I was the entire time, and shit was just happening to me. You know what I mean? It was bizarre. Fun. It was fun. I had fun, but I don't know. I got to get more rides on it. I kind of got off being like, what the fuck? I don't even know. Like, that was just so much that just happened in so little time. I couldn't really process anything that was happening the whole way through. I feel like the only things I really processed that whole ride were like launch, the airtime hill, and then the second launch. And then everything after that, I was just like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Back around for another ride. Waited another 50 minutes. This time we wanted to see if we could get a front row ride. We did, luckily. We were going to ask, but it actually lined up perfectly. We were going to get the front anyways with how they grouped the trains. So that was sick. Front row, AlpenFury. I enjoyed the front row far more than the back row. Front row, so much better, dude. And the wind in your face, you're just hauling ass the whole entire ride, dude. It's nonstop intensity. Crazy shit, man. Absolutely, my favorite part of the ride was the launch. The launch is the first launch, the airtime hill, and then the second launch into the inverted top hat, blasting out of the mountain. That was so cool, dude. Also, I think that second launch is the most intense launch I've ever done besides Accelerator at Knott's Berry Farm. It's insane. AlpenFury is a spectacular coaster, like insanely intense, crazy forceful in every direction, unique and just so cool, smooth. But there's a couple things for me that kind of keep it from being elite, like on par with like Velocicoaster, Pantheon, Maverick, other multi-launch coasters like that. It was a little overwhelming. Kind of like I said before, the whole ride, I had no idea where I was. Not really in a good way. It's kind of just like a bunch of insane forces out of nowhere, and you can't really do anything to like prepare for it. And I feel like usually that'd be a good thing on a roller coaster, but I don't know if it was just me that day or whatever, but it just felt like too much was happening all at once where I couldn't really process anything and fully enjoy it. It's a combination of just like everything just being thrown at you so fast, you don't know where you are, and the trains. And I think it's majority the trains. I think if that ride had the new gen Intamin trains like on Pantheon at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, if it had those trains, I think AlpenFury would be the top 5 coasters for me. But if you're not in row 1, you just see this huge bulky seat in front of you, and that's kind of all you can see. And then at least for me, for how my body is, the lap bar, it just like goes onto my gut and my stomach. And I'm not like, I don't know, I'm like a little overweight, but I'm not like fucking massive. You know what I mean? I'd like to say I'm a pretty average sized dude for the most part, but all the airtime moments on AlpenFury are so sudden and so jarring and so crazy that it kind of was uncomfortable for me. Like it was like pinching my gut down, because like the lap bar like sits on my stomach rather than on my thighs. And for me, it's either like, okay, I either push it down really hard and then it's like really constricting my legs, but my gut is free, or I leave it up a little bit and then, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And like the other Premier coasters I've done with those trains, like the Skyrocket 2s or like Full Throttle at Magic Mountain, like they're not doing maneuvers even close to what this ride is doing. So the trains like are okay, like they're still shit, but like it works, you know, it's okay. Here, I have an analogy for you, okay? Here's my analogy. So say you're watching, like, you got a really good movie. Like you're gonna watch a really good movie, okay? What's like an objectively really good movie? No Country for Old Men, banger, right? Sitting down and watching that movie, let's say you're watching it in a movie theater, right? And you're comfortable, and the air temperature is perfect, and you're watching it, the sound is perfect, you're absorbing it, and it's every moment is hitting, and it's awesome, and you can appreciate it, and it's great, right? That's what AlpenFury would be like if you had the Intamin trains, and it wasn't just like throwing shit at you so much, which would then make it nearly perfect, in my opinion. But instead, what we have is you're watching No Country for Old Men, but they fucked with the aspect ratio, so you can only see like the middle part of the screen the whole time, and the movie's being played at 10 times speed. Like, you're not going to be able to take that in, you know what I mean? Like, you're still watching it, you're still enjoying what it has to offer and everything, but you're not going to be able to fully absorb it and appreciate it and enjoy it. Yeah, like the entire sequence of the whatever backwards treble clef weird thing, that thing into the whatever dog ton 2 inversions into the 2 rolls right after it. Like it's just, yeah, I don't know. It was a little too much for me, I think. And it wasn't necessarily too much in terms of intensity. It was more just like, I don't even know what to think or what's coming up next. And I think that's why I enjoyed the last Zero G roll the most, is because it kind of builds up to that one a little bit rather than just everything right away. You know what I mean? I think that's also why like the Mosasaurus roll goes so hard on Velocicoaster, is because like it's building up to it and you see it in front of you, and you get like a split second to kind of like take a single breath and prepare for it, and then it happens and it's insane, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a weenie, dude. Let me know if I'm just being a weenie. Trust me, I want nothing more than to go back to Canada's Wonderland and ride it more times. One more thing about the trains that I don't like is how they naturally have you sitting kind of back. You know what I mean? Like your body's not at like a 90-degree angle when you're sitting in those trains. You're kind of sitting back, and you have to put your head back for the launches, and it feels very unnatural to have your head against the headrest on that ride. It feels like you almost have to be looking up to put your head back that far, whereas the Intamin trains, like your body's at a perfect 90-degree angle. I don't know. I kind of hit my head a little bit on the launch. My girlfriend did as well, and we were watching people launch over the walkway, and every single time people were banging their heads back on the train because the launches are so powerful, and it feels very unnatural to put your head back on those trains. I'm sorry that I didn't love it as much as I thought as I would. I think a problem too is I went in with like insanely high expectations. That's why I just gotta go back and keep riding it. Oh no, I have to go back and ride AlpenFury. Oh no, I have to go get my face ripped off by AlpenFury in Canada and eat shawarma every day that I'm there. Oh no. Yeah, even though it wasn't my favorite, I still had a really great time on it, dude. Insane launch, like I said. Fucking crazy, incredible. One of the most incredible feelings I've ever felt on any roller coaster. It's also just so cool to look at from anywhere in the park. You hear it like roaring, like when it shoots out of that mountain. Wherever you are in the park, you hear it, and then you see it. It's really, really cool. That looks awesome. I wish I could have gotten more rides on it, but the line was so long that it just like wasn't really going to be possible for us. Bummer. Don't let my opinions change your opinions on AlpenFury either, dude. If you love AlpenFury, if that's your favorite roller coaster in the world and you think it's the best thing ever, like, fuck yeah, dude. I absolutely respect that shit. Go lap AlpenFury. If you're there all day, you'll probably only be able to ride it like 5 times, but that's okay, dude. Hopefully I'll be there right beside you. After AlpenFury, I wanted to give Vortex another try, so that's what we did, dude. Hit Vortex. This time we got a little closer to the front. Immediately when I sat down, I was just like, I need to try to get a more comfortable position where I can get more meat on my butt to work in this seat. One thing that I thought was weird too was that like the other suspended coasters I've done, I've never had that issue before. Just this one. So I don't know if the trains are a tiny bit different, the seats or whatever, but I don't know. Whatever. Vortex, dude. Okay, this ride was much better. It was much better. I like crossed my legs in a certain way that I was minimized the butt bruising. Go up the lift hill. It's so cool how you go into the mountain up there. You're like in it and turn around. First drop, dude. This is first drop. It's all good, dude. That turn after the first drop, insane. Swinging out, dude. Swinging out so far and crazy ass positive G's. Little floaty turn. Not even floaty. Just a little turn up. You're just kind of doing a big turnaround up there. And this part, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a little more intense. Oh fuck! I shouldn't have said that, dude. I shouldn't have said that. Fly down. Oh man, we're swinging. We're swinging, dude. We're swinging. Once you get down to that part of the water, holy shit, this ride tries to kill you. Those things are swinging at the max possible amount they're allowed to swing at every second of that ride, dude. Holy shit. And the positive G's are so intense. It's crazy. It's crazy shit, dude. Dude, Vortex is more intense than fucking Yukon Striker and Behemoth. Absolutely. Every turn feels like it's trying to kill you. Every single turn feels like it's trying to just like throw the car off of the swinging arm of the train, dude. Fly into the brake run and you're at like a more than a 90-degree angle sideways. Like it is nuts. And you're swinging there and it's funny swinging there. Like it's such a fun ending. Just like how much you're swinging on the brake run and holy shit, man. That ride is incredible. Vortex is insane, dude. When you're on that helix by the water, easily the most intense moment on any suspended coaster that I've ever done. Ridiculously intense, man. So wild. That ride, it's like, it's fun. Like the swinging is fun, but the intense, it's more intense than fun, I would say. I still enjoyed it, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's funny, like when I was riding it, I was just like shocked at each time we would swing. I didn't think it would swing that far out with that much force. Later on, I watched a POV and I saw that there's so many sections of track that just like aren't banked at all. So that makes sense that you're swinging like crazy, dude. Vortex goated. Please keep it. Don't get rid of it. Vortex goated. Absolutely. After Vortex, we had 30 minutes left in the park before we had to head out to make it to our dinner on time. Not enough time to do AlpenFury because it was going to be an hour wait for us probably. Back over to Leviathan, dude. Got 2 rides on Leviathan, one in like row 2 and then another one in the back row, dude. Leviathan slaps so hard. It's such a good ride, dude. Crazy airtime, crazy speed. Like it's so good. Back row, first drop is fucking crazy, I swear. Dude, riding Leviathan, it's like your nameless king on top of his dragon, just like swooping down violently and turning and floating. It's amazing. Then we were done. Then we left. Then we went to dinner. Had a crazy ass dinner, dude. Shout out Prime Seafood Palace for being the homies for real. And then we walked around downtown and then we got more shawarma, dude, okay? Shout out Shelby's. Incredible. And that was our days at Canada's Wonderland. Pretty sick, dude. It's always crazy to get to go to a place that you've like seen pictures of, videos of, and then you like be there and see everything with your own eyes. It's cool. I feel so lucky to have been able to go and check out all these sick ass coasters in Canada. That's amazing. The vibe of the park was fine. You know, it felt like most other Cedar Fair parks, I would say. You know, no crazy theming and stuff. The mountain is really cool, I will say. The mountain is sick with like the waterfall and the water around it and all the coasters interacting with it. That was pretty sick. I enjoyed that. It's a cool centerpiece. Operations were pretty damn good all day for the most part, I would say. Leviathan, dude, 3 trains. Okay, everything was running the max amount of trains that it could have run, which was pretty awesome. AlpenFury. They were pretty fast with the operations, you know, because there's no loose articles, but the 2 trains is pretty rough on that coaster. I don't know. I think maybe the brand new ride maybe should have been able to run 3 trains, but you know, whatever. Only bad operations were on Dragonfire, and I don't know. I feel like something was going on. Like I don't really think that was the operations. I think they were doing like a shift change or something. I'm not sure, but it took a very, very long time. One thing that I would like to mention that we kind of dealt with both days quite a lot is in Canada's Wonderland, people be cutting in front of you in line, like a lot, like so much. Our first night on Yukon Striker, we had 2 people in front of us, and then they had 6 more people join them in line after we'd already been waiting for like 40 minutes. That's pretty annoying. I will say. Plenty of people cutting in line, getting out of line, coming back, and just straight up cutting the entire line. You know, like not even meeting people, just like cutting right in front of everyone. I will say though, the employees were trying their best to prevent that from happening, and something I haven't seen in any parks, they had signs pretty much everywhere saying like, report line jumping, please. So I guess it's a problem up there. I don't know. I thought the Canadians, you guys are supposed to be all polite and shit. None of this line cutting garbage. It's okay though. So our main day, it didn't bother me too much because we had fast lanes. You know, we were basically cutting the line, but with money. So I'm a part of the problem, and I'm an asshole. The park was so insanely crowded both days. Granted, we did go on a Friday and Saturday, but it was so packed. Yo, every single ride except Flight Deck, 30 plus minutes. Most stuff like an hour wait, 45 minutes to an hour wait all day, dude. Fastlane was so worth it. So worth it. Great day, dude. Got to ride a bunch of new coasters. I mean, new coasters to me. You know what I mean. For the stuff I skipped it because it didn't have Fastlane, and you know we were short on time and wanted to ride stuff that we loved and that had Fastlane. Skipped the boomerang because I feel like every time I walked past it, it was broken. Rides for our time at Canada's Wonderland. We got 2 on AlpenFury, 1 on Flight Deck, 1 on Mighty Canadian Mindbuster, 1 on Backlot Stunt Coaster, 2 on Behemoth, 2 on Vortex, 1 on Dragonfire, 4 on Leviathan, and 3 on Yukon Striker. Rankings. Number 9, we got Flight Deck. So dog shit. So bad. Atrocious. 8, Dragonfire. It's fun. A one and done for me, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. 7, Backlot Stunt Coaster. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy Backlot Stunt Coaster. The Mini Coopers are cool. The forceful ass helix. It's a fun ride. 6, we got Vortex. I know Vortex would probably be higher for most others, but I don't know why. Like my body, just like the trains didn't agree with my body that day, or I don't know what it was. I don't know. Still sick though. Insanely intense. So fun. 5, we got Mighty Canadian Mindbuster. Ridiculous airtime, smooth as hell, violent helix at the end, which honestly kind of added to it. I don't know. It was so much fun. Biggest surprise of the day for sure. 4, we got Yukon Striker, the B&M dive. My favorite B&M dive, dude. Incredible ride, absolutely massive, amazing operations, sick inversions, fun, dude, airtime and shit, so fun. 3, we got Behemoth, the B&M Hyper, dude. I very much enjoyed Behemoth. I think the reason that it's not higher is because of that back row ride I got, and it was so rattly, holy shit. Still really fun though, dude. Crazy airtime, long ride over the water. Love Behemoth so much. Oh man, number 1 and number 2? Oh my god, what's it gonna be? I don't know. Number 2, we got AlpenFury. AlpenFury at number 2. Yes. This ride is, it's like, it's a lot. I don't know. I feel like it was almost throwing too much at you too quickly and so disorienting that I couldn't enjoy it to its fullest extent. Same with the trains. I don't know. Not super comfortable. What puts it so high for me is the first 2 launches. The launch, the crazy airtime hill, and then the second launch out of the mountain. That was absolutely outstanding. Holy shit. It was so intense. So crazy, unique, so dope, smooth as hell. AlpenFury kicks ass. I need more rides on it, honestly. That's what my issue is. I think I just need more rides on it. Number 1, got Leviathan. The B&M Giga Coaster, the original B&M Giga Coaster, dude. I loved this thing so much, man. Smooth, fast as hell. You are flying. Amazing airtime, outstanding airtime. Better airtime than Behemoth for me. Even though there was less on Leviathan, the airtime was better. I loved it so much, man. Leviathan kicks so much ass. The statue in the front is so dope. The trains look sick. It's so fun. Like the drop, it like, come on, dude. 300 feet down to the ground. Like, it's amazing. It's so good. So good. I love Leviathan so much. I could ride that shit all day. I wish that Knott's got the Giga they were supposed to get, but then we got fucked for some reason. I don't know. So good, man. It's crazy that I went to Canada's Wonderland. That's like a park I never thought that I would go to ever in my life, because for me it was just so out of the way, but we ended up making it happen. It was honestly kind of like an add-on. Like, we were going to Toronto for other reasons, and it was like, dude, Canada's Wonderland is like right there, dude. Let's go. We have our passes too, so we can just, you know, kind of pop in real quick, free parking and stuff. So it's awesome. Thank you all for rocking with the videos, for picking up merch, commenting, liking, subscribing, all of that, helping the channel grow. Thank you all so much for that, man. Like, it makes it worth it for me to come and hit these parks and make a little video out of it. And I love doing this. I love you. I love you so much. Goodbye. I think this way. That's sick.
That's great.
Ready?